Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called, He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days of mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days of mighty shalom to you all as well. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches. All right, and this is from Straight Arrow News. It says SNAP benefits to disappear this week for more than 2 million Americans. All right, it says the start of September brought more than just a few calendar page. It also marked the loss of food assistance for millions of Americans. New tax laws that took effect on Monday include sweeping cuts to the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, or SNAP, commonly known as food stamps. Biggest cuts in program history, SNAP dates back to 1939 and became a permanent with the Food Stamp Act in 1964. It says today, more than 40 million people receive benefits, but the Congressional Budget Office estimates that the new rules will remove roughly 2.4 million people from the program each month over the next decade. It says the largest cut in its history. It says families who remain eligible are projected to lose between $72 and $231 a month, according to the Urban Institute. Now, let's read this part again. It says, today more than 40 million people receive benefits, but the Congressional Budget Office estimates that the new rules will remove roughly 2.4 million people from the program each month over the next decade. 2.4 million people. All right, each month it says. All right. It says who gains, who loses. It says the loss of SNAP benefits could lead to an uptick in business for larger grocery stores that offer discounts, such as Walmart. The retailer giant is the leader when it comes to SNAP spending, followed by Kroger and Costco. Walmart can use its scale to an extremely low cost or of debt to capitalize on SNAP cuts. It has done with the with food inflation, offering better prices than its smaller peers can afford to match, strengthening its customer value proposition, said Scott Moses of Solomon Partners. Michael Baker from D.A. Davidson's company agreed. He said customers may cut back on the volume or size of their purchases, but they still need groceries. It says on the surface, one would think less SNAP would be negative, but the way these things have played out in the past, and the way I think it will play out this time, is the discount groceries that focus on value. These kinds of economic headwinds for lower income customers end up being a positive. Independent and local groceries, however, could take a big hit. Okay, so basically they're saying that these large groceries they're going to, of course, profit from it. All right. Because why? Because now with less money, people are going to go to those places that they can get more bang for their buck. All right. And they're capitalizing on that. All right. While you're losing, all right, their money. All right. These giant corporations are going to make money. Okay. But, this is another, plan for, to the rich to stay rich and get richer, and the poor to get poor. Okay. Because now, right, when you think about it, right, with this type of situation, then what happens? Okay. Then the mom and pops, right, can't afford to keep up, all right, with these larger corporations. All right. And now they monopolize, and now you have to go to them. Okay. So then what more at that point is it just to raise the prices? Because where else can you go? All right. But, that it said, I want to go back to this point. It said, today more than 40 million people receive benefits, but the Congressional Budget Office estimates that the new rules will remove roughly 2.4 million people from the program each month over the next decade. All right. The largest cut in its history. Okay. So understanding that this, hey, your gifts are diminishing. Okay. And the rich is trying to stay rich. All right. Let's get a couple of precepts. I don't have too many of these, but I just want to just touch bases. So let's just get this real quick. Let's see. Let's go to the book of Isaiah real quick. All right. It's the book of Isaiah and Salakia. Bear with me. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse number 1. It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and write grievousness which they have prescribed." It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right. And they know, all right, by taking this stuff away, all right, they're hindering, right? But they could care less. All right. And that big, beautiful bill that they passed. All right. This is all part of that agenda, man. All right. To separate and make a larger gap between the rich and the poor. All right. And who are we? Right. We are the poor. All right. We're in captivity. All right. And the rich are going to continue to increase. All right. And their riches. Right. And it's like oil and water. All right. What is that? The book of Sirach 13. And let's start at verse 15. It says, "Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like." Okay, so a man is going to cleave to his like. All right, an Asian man is going to cleave to an Asian man, right? An Arab man is going to cling to an Arab man. It says, "What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor?" All right. And so what they're doing is they're continuing to separate that gap. Okay. And you see in this society, right? They want to take even what little that you have. All right. And listen, a lot of you women, y'all gonna be, SOL. All right. You know, and I remember the article I did about the one lady who was bragging about how much SNAP benefits that she had. All right, and she was getting like thousands, and she was having babies just to have, thousands of dollars in benefits. Okay, guess what? All that's about to come to an end. And then what are you gonna do? All right, then what are you gonna do? All right, so it says, what agreement is there between the hyena and the dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is a lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. It says, as the proud hate humility, so doeth the rich abhor the poor. Okay, and they're going to continue, all right, to oppress. All right. Let's get this one. We're getting into these times of trouble. All right, this time of let's get this. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Salakia. And we see, all right, these gifts have made people comfortable, all right, that Esau has given them. All right, and guess what? Now he's taking away his gift from you. All right, and now you're destroyed. All right, and guess what? If you want it back, guess what? You're going to take that MOTB. All right, Revelation 13:16. All right, you want it? Yeah, I'll give it to you, but it's going to cost you. All right, this is how this devil does. Okay, this devil, will take it away from you. Right, he'll lead you with it and then snatch it away from you. All right, let's go to the book of Proverbs. Right, 22, I believe it's 16. Okay, it says, he that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. All right, but this is what this devil does. Okay, he oppresses the poor. All right, it's not good enough. All right, he's got to have it all. All right, he's got to have it all. All right, so now, and he's setting up these unrighteous decrees. All right, to what? Increase his pockets again. All right, to take from those that don't have none. To begin with. All right, so we see this, coming to pass, man. All right, and we see that with the times that we're getting into. All right, where people are going to be, because of the lack of, of funds and different things, people are going to be fighting each other. Right, it's like Second Esdras, I believe it's 15. All right, for the lack of bread, man. Right, a man is not going to have pity upon his neighbor. All right, these are the times that are coming in. All right, it's about to, and what better, right now, where school is just starting. All right, you got school starting, and you got the benefits getting cut. All right, so hey, now everybody's buckled in to this roller coaster, and now it's time to ride it out. All right, this is getting ready. All right, here comes the tribulation. All right, so I just wanted to do this quick lesson. I saw that, 2 million people. All right, and it's only going to increase month by month. All right, what do you think? Those rules are going to get stricter and stricter. All right, so ultimately it comes with well, listen, we'll give this to you if you take this. Right, Revelation 13:16 to 17. All right. So I just wanted to do this quick lesson. Lord's word is edifying. Right, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days. Another mighty shalom to the rest of the elect out there. Stay diligent, stay focused. Keep praying for one another, right? And put Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, first, all right? And understand that he will guide you, he will lead you, All right. It said, my people shall eat. While you will starve, my people shall eat. All right. You shall be thirsty, my people shall drink. All right. Just paraphrasing. All right. These are the times that we're getting into. All right. The Lord is about to look after his own. All right. And his own are those of the elect of Israel. All right. And great tribulation is continuing to increase on this earth. All right. And with that, we say abhor, and shalom.